Hi guys, so recently, probably yesterday, the way it's shown here on video, I tried out the Fisker's box making board. I really liked it for envelopes, and then I was like, what else can I do with this? So I think what I'm going to do today for Start From Stash is kind of a loaded envelope, like a little gifty kind of mail kind of thing. I want to keep it relatively flat, so we'll see what we end up coming up with. But what I want to do is go ahead and make maybe like a 5x7 envelope, but don't close it. So I think what we're going to do is leave off one of these score lines. So if any of these items are still available, I'll have them linked in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchased items to those links. Having said that, I know the Sugary Gal shop, I had originally got this on HSN, but they did have it on the Paper House website, which I have affiliate links with also. And sometimes sporadically you can find it on Amazon, but I think those are going to be the best shots, but like I said, I'll link them in the description box. When I opened this, because this is how it came, it's a whole paper collection, I was like, oh yeah, like this stuff on top. I'm like, wait, hold on, this doesn't belong to this. So these are other items that I picked up from another paper pack, but they do coordinate with the purple and stuff, but I'm not going to use that. So either way, I left it there because it was there. But I do want to use, obviously, the papers. I mean, there's lots of fun things in here that I can share with the person I'll be sending this to. I did pick up 2 of these in the past, so that's why I have, 2 sets of rolls of it, like everything, or 2 sets of stickers and all these kind of fun things. But what we're going to do to start off with is make the base envelope, and then I think what I'll do is try to make a liner for it with the color, with the paper. I don't want to make my envelope from this paper. It's nice weight, but it's not super heavyweight. So I'm going to find like a lavender kind of purple piece of paper, and for the envelope I want it to basically hold a 5x7 card, which is here on this guy. So let me move this up if I can. Now it's way at the bottom. Oh, this thing is interesting. There we go. 5x7. It needs a 9.5-inch piece of paper, a 9.5-inch square. So that actually means I need to get that from a 12x12 piece of paper. And I don't know that I have the sturdiest 12x12, but I do have some American Crafts AC cardstock, which is some good stuff. So hopefully that's probably the thickest weight of 12-inch paper that I have. So I'm going to cut down a piece at 9.5 inches square, and I'll be right back. So 9.5, 9.5, and so it's a 9.5-inch square. And it says I want to use ruler position 4. So again, ruler here, position 4. I'm just going to ignore this because it doesn't help me on this one. So again, this is some paper I've had for a good minute. So definitely we're starting from stash and basically just staying with that because that's all I got. So just real quick, I want to make sure I'm doing this right again for the envelope. And okay. So I have it against rule position 4. I'm going to punch. I'm going to take this little guy, my stylus, and you only score this line. Now I only want to score this line once. Hopefully I can get away with that because I'm going to fold it, but I don't want it to close. So I'm going to go in here with line, much easier to find with this paper. It is thinner. So there's that. Okay, and then again we're supposed to take that and line it up with that guy, with the score line that we just did, and then just butt it up. We're not using measurements anymore at this point. You're just taking the score line you just created and line it up with score line 1, which is running this way on this particular thing. If you haven't seen this, I have a whole video on it, so I'll link that. Punch, and then again, whoopsie, score. And yeah, that's perfect, because I think, well, you know what, that does mean I do need to make one more line here, but I don't want to. So let me see if I can get away with outdoing it. When this was over here and I was punching it, I have it lined up literally at the very end of this piece, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to do that next one. Let's go ahead and line this up, because we have to line it up to get our punch, right? So I'm lining up against score line, as well as I can there. Punch. And then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to line it up, but I'm not going to make the score line. So I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I just don't want to confuse anybody. So this one, on this one, we're supposed to go ahead and turn it, right, to get your next punch. And I'm supposed to draw the line and all that, right? I don't want to draw this line. So I just made my punch. That line was from before. I don't want to draw the line, but I do need to get my punch going. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it. And again, I observe that this paper right at the end pretty much works out for me. So I'm not going to draw the line, but I am going to punch it. And then I'm going to score the line here to go straight across, oopsie, as well as I can. There we go. All right, and that is going to be my base envelope. So when I move this to the side, I'm gonna bring this in. This paper is, what's the word? It has like a little linen texture to it on one side and flat on the other. So I'm gonna keep this side over here, and I always like to get rid of this, so I'm gonna get rid of that right now. And then I wanna create like a liner. So if this is a 9.5 inch square piece of paper, what I think is for a liner, what do you guys think? Maybe 9 inch square. Oh, we can also round the corners. Now that was something else I could have done already, but I don't really care. This is gonna be covered anyway, so why am I gonna take the time to do that? I'm not, but I will take the time to round this corner. So I'm gonna come in here at the very top and round that corner. So what I think I'm gonna do is get a 9 inch square piece of paper. I don't think it has to be that big, to be honest, but we do want it to fit in here and all that. So I'm just gonna make this up. I don't think it needs to be 9 inches square. Let me see what a regular piece of paper, how it lines up in this. Oh, you know what? This has a pretty good, okay, perfect. So if I'm looking at this, and this is just a scrap piece of paper, it looks like if I cut this as a square piece of paper, you know, from here and then maybe down, well, down there. I'm just trying to see how big this needs to be. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like a 5 inch area here. I'm trying to think if I can just do a 5 inch square piece of paper. I don't know if it'll fit nice. Let me cut a square piece of paper 5.5 inches and see what that looks like. I'm just eyeballing right now and just kind of talking out loud. Okay, I'll be right back. Just kind of look through. I really like this paper. It's really pretty. I guess we're done with this. Well, at least we are for now. We'll see. I need a corner rounder. And possibly I could use this to also help me cut down the paper to fit as a liner really nicely. But for now, this is actually a 6.5 inch square piece of paper, because when I looked at it, I thought, ooh, okay, I would like it to go edge to edge. But then when I cut it down here, I don't want too much noticing on the side that it's not there. So what I'm going to do is, as I eyeball this, I like the way that looks. That looks pretty good to me. And so what I'm going to do is just take a ruler and a pencil, or just a pencil or a pen or whatever, and basically I'm going to turn this around so I can just draw on the opposite side, because I'm using a pen. And that looked good right there. Just kind of bring it down here. Again, we can probably use our maker thing there to actually get a good idea. So I'm just trimming these off. Okay, obviously I need to trim the bottom off too, but we'll wait on that. And I'm going to trim off just inside of that, and I'm just lining up on my guillotine as well as I can. A little bit there. And I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller than what I drew, like a little bit more towards the inside. Check it out. So now we have this piece that goes right in here. I like it. You know, if you wanted to get it closer, you can definitely cut a little bit further in. This looks great to me. Let's round that out, and then when I close this up, I want to see about how much of this is going to show. Perfect, you guys, look at that. We didn't have to do much math on that one. I just kind of took a square piece of paper and it was like, how much of this can I put in here? You know, so a 6.5 inch square worked for this. Again, they don't do a lot of like wonkiness of cutting it down or making it a weird shape. So this is definitely a square piece of paper. It's gonna have the same angles, right? Sometimes other envelope cutters might cut it tighter or something, so the angle is weird. And so I can take my notcher here on this side and go ahead and give that a notch. And that should be good. There's lots of fun things you can do to decorate this. I mean, I'm just going to keep it a little bit simple today. Basically, everything that's going to go in here is basically coming out of that paper pack that I've had. And I think that's a fun thing to do. So it has cut aparts, it has stickers, it has washi. Again, I said I was going to keep it relatively flat. Obviously, washi's not flat, but I'll probably use one of the smaller ones. And, you know, whatever. So again, I didn't put that line there for a reason, just because I knew I wasn't going to close this. But if you want to close it up, then, you know, go ahead and draw your line. And I'm just eyeballing this, making sure we're pretty even, I guess. Just about there. And now I can close this up. And this is acting funny on me already for whatever reason. Like I said, with these kind of things, I always kind of put glue down the closest flap at the bottom, like the closest edge. And then I put it on this one up towards the top of it. because when you do that, you're pretty much guaranteed that you are touching this on all the areas that make contact, right? So I'm going to hold that down, and that is my basic loaded envelope base. I'll be back. This is ready to be stuffed. All right. Again, you can decorate all kinds of spots on that, but let me see what I have. We have amazing paper. Actually, this is from the other paper pack. Let me bring this back. We do have amazing paper, but just not this. Okay. I have stickers and cut apart type things and some other stuff over here. I don't know. These guys, and I think there's some borders that are too long. So let's see from these things. This is a pack of stickers. Is it just one sheet? Couple sheets? Oh, it's a couple sheets. Okay, so maybe we start off with something like this. And you know, do you want to package things up, or do you like them to be just kind of like this? This is pretty. Oh, it's designed by Diana Velasquez, it says. These are so cute. Let's do these guys. What's funny is that I can pop this back in here. Or you can, obviously I have lots of sleeves and stuff like that. We can make toppers for it. Whatever it is. That might work just by itself. Or, you know, I like the look of just the papers because the papers are soft and the stickers themselves. Okay, so we have some of that. Maybe we'll share some of these guys. So I'm going to go through these and pick out, you know, whatever it is that I want to share from these guys and put them also in a, like a little bag, and I'll be right back. Tags, and we'll probably make like bag toppers and things. Oh, some of these kind of slid out here. There we go. So again, this is like a little plastic sleeve. I'll pop these in, and I'll pop them in. Maybe we should package them in a way so you can kind of see these girls in the front. And I'll probably put a topper like on the top if I put toppers on this at all. Put a topper on the top. And sometimes with these kind of things, I do like to give them a good crease because they stay kind of puffy. I don't know if you see that. Okay, so if we put a topper on top of that or something, so that'd be cute. Sharing some fun things. We have some cut aparts, which I forgot I was going to include them in the other pack, but that's okay. So I'll probably go ahead and take time to cut these carefully. You know, I like a good cut apart, but I would like it to look like it was die cut almost. I mean, this has quite a bit of those. And then we even have some tag shapes now. I would love to have a tag shape that's exactly this. I don't know if I'm going to sit and cut these and then cut the little sides and all that. And I think what I should do is include some of this paper, kind of like we did with the clipboard. That'd be nice, huh? So I'll cut some of this paper down to 5x7 pieces. So I'll be right back. Cutting this down. By the way, these are double-sided, so, you know, whichever side works out for my recipient, that'd be great. So let's put those guys. And then I have these guys, which maybe I'll just like clip together or something. I don't know. You know, we'll see. Again, packaging is part of the fun, right? I do have these little square pieces that are kind of left over, and I was thinking I could probably ruffle these, but I probably need to glue some together because they're so, you know, kind of small. So let's say we did 1.5 inch ruffle. No, 1 inch ruffles. So we have that, and then like another one. And if I start ruffling this, like let's say it goes down here and then up here. Again, you guys, I just kind of have fun with it. Up a little bit and then straight back. And then down here and then back forward. This would be a good place to attach the next one, and then it's going to go back, right? So I think that's a good spot to glue some more, just to add something to it. And then when we fold it back, hopefully it's not noticeable. We will see. So I would say be strategic with where you put your add-on of glue. So let's pretend it's going to be there. I'm going to wait for that to really set up, okay? So I'll be right back. I've been standing this whole time. So again, that's where I did my little surgery. So I added the one to the next. And as I fold it, I'm just going to continue treating it like I did the rest of it. So this way and then forward. A little bit harder because of that surgery I did, but that's okay. And then I'll continue on with ruffles. Let me see, this way, how do I want it? Yeah, a little more down this way and across that way, and then I'm going to try to bring it back up and forward, and again that's just to make it a little bit bigger. I could do one more, but generally I do like 3 ruffles. That's what I do. So I'm going to cut that off right there, and I'm going to do this, and I usually do this after I'm done sewing, but either way, dovetailing it. So I'm going to do that with all 3. I went ahead and cut the papers, the same papers I used earlier, the ones I cut down to make ruffles. Okay, so I'm going to run that through my sewing machine just straight across here, and I'll be right back. This is so cute. So I just, you know, whenever I used to do quilting, I just chain stitch. Like, you just go, and then when the next one ends, you start the next one, and you don't even have to like lift it up and cut it and all that. You just keep going. So that's why they're like tied together. I try to leave a little bit of a thread at the beginning and end just to be cute. So there's that. And look how cute these little paper ruffles are, ready to get dressed up. I suppose you can use it on either side, but definitely it's meant to be on this side with the gold stitching. And I just had fun with those, so that's really cool. I think maybe I'll pop them in something like this. Obviously I think they're really cute to see, but you know, just doing some different things. Let's see here. And these guys too. I said I might clip them together, but if they fit in here, they fit in here perfectly. That is adorable. And then we have the 5x7 pieces. What is this? Just extra paper, I think. That's what that must be. And, you know, I mean, these can be splayed out or whatever. It's just however you want to design your envelope. That's cute. We have these guys. We have these guys. I think they need to be designed or topped off in different ways. Then we have this little bag of goodies. Again, with these guys, I don't understand why the end is back here, but you're supposed to fold it over this way. Again, they're really made for food, so you know it doesn't matter. But I like to tuck them back if I'm going to do that because they look prettier like this, right? The side without the seam. I don't know why they make it so that the thing is tucked the other way, but there we go. Ooh, yes, yes. I would say we can close that up kind of simply, but we can always close it up with a little washi. And like I said, I wanted to include one of these washies, but now that I look at them, they're all kind of bulkier. And obviously this isn't flat. It's not super flat mail. You can make it a lot flatter, right? I mean, this is flat. I'm sure the post office would probably just, if you put this in like a manila envelope, it'll probably just go, you know. It's not thicker than a 1/4 inch, but by the time I put this other stuff in, it will be. So I suppose we don't need to worry about that. And what I can do is take some of this cute washi. I'm just going to put some across here and some across here, okay? And I'll be right back, guys. And again, I guess I could have done it that way, or close them up the other way and put the washi so it's on the front. We'll play with this in just a minute to really put these guys away. So cute, the paper ruffles, love them. Maybe they go up here, I don't know. So, something to top this with. I do have some bag toppers that are like bows and all these different things. I think I'm going to... Should I design something on the Cricut? Let me see. I might just put some words together on the Cricut and do a background piece for it and then do the shadow layer. I've shown you guys how to do that in the past so that you can make a bag topper. I'll link that video in the description box. And I will be right back. Okay, so I came up with a couple little bag toppers. One just says "Hey Girl," the other one is like a scalloped kind of thing. So hopefully that'll be great. With literally my computer's in front of me and I can touch my Cricut right there. And it's been like minutes for it to find it. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Anyway, I'll cut those things out and I'll be right back. Well, that's taking forever. I have no idea what this thing is doing. We make a little glitter mix, a little shaker mix, should I say. So that's going to be real simple. I have these, and look how perfect these colors are. Purple, a little minty kind of green, a little pink. I think that's perfect. And then I'm just going to top it off with a couple other things. So again, a little flat kind of item. Little shaker mix. I've kind of veered away from the whole flat thing because, to be honest, this is getting chunkier and chunkier. But it's just something I wanted to put together, so, you know, we're going along. I have these beautiful light blue pieces from Spellbinders, which I think are gorgeous. We'll pop some of those guys in there. Oh, you guys can't believe I didn't bring out any opal cream from Tonic, but we have this. I'll get a little spoon or something. I cannot believe this thing. I'm gonna have to restart it. I'm gonna turn this machine off. It's gonna... Let's try it again. This is taking entirely too long. Okay, so let's put some of this guy in here. Just a little something, you know. Oh, that is so cute with the flowers that go in there. I mean, that, I love the way that came out. So, we can kind of see what's going on there. Cute, and I'll put it in one of these little holographic bags. And I'll be right back. I got cutting, which is great. I have this that basically says, hey, comma, girl, exclamation point. I thought that was cute. And then this is just a little scallop thing I created, added a score line, and it's just something like this. So, you know, when I get the lettering, I'll just glue them on where they should go. And then, I don't know if I'm gonna put this one up here or this one. I kind of wanted this guy to be popped up in the front, and in the back we can have just like the pattern paper. I think that'd be cute. Okay, and so whenever I stick these kinds of things down, I just, you know, use some double-sided tape or something like that. Just stick it down on one side, stick it some down on the other, stick it some down on the other side. Obviously take the carrier off and just stick them down. So I'll do that for this one, and then also for the other one, same thing. Nothing special there, just get them stuck down. And that way it sticks to one side of my paper and the other. And, you know, depends on how high or low you would like it for it to stick out or how much you want to cover. So I'll be back. In the meantime, I started this video, and I was editing swap videos, and then I started editing the Fiskars video, that box maker I used at the beginning, and it's called the gifting board or something like that. And I was like, oh, I did not know. So anyway, I think I'm gonna put this on here, like I said. Oh, no. Actually, we should look at the front first. Cute. Oh my gosh. And you can make it so it sticks together at the very top too, but there it is. And that's why I make it so it opens at the bottom so the person doesn't have to destroy this thing. I'm not sure what's going on with this bag, why it has so much extra, but there it is. So we have all these cute things. So in the back, again, I think we're pretty much rounding it out. So I have some of the 5x7 papers, so my friend can use those if they would like. And of course, you know, you're supposed to kind of put things in here in a way that's like out here and all that, but it depends on how you're going to package it too, right? So if you are actually going to send it and put it in an envelope, you might want to keep everything kind of centered. I kind of want this in here. Maybe that can go there. And you can also put like double-sided tape too to hold some things down where you want it, you know, compared to other things or whatever. That's cute. And then we have this guy here, which is just sparkly and adorable. And I mean, look how cute that looks already. It has gotten much fuller, but still pretty flat, guys, for everything that we have in here. I mean, I made paper ruffles, a shaker mix, obviously cut-aparts, all these different guys back here. We have stickers, we have papers. I think that's really sweet. I like the way this looks now. Obviously, it's very plain up front. Let me look through the stickers and things and see what else we could maybe add on here, and we'll do that. I'll be right back. Paper ruffle would be really cute on here too, right? You know we love our paper ruffles, but I was looking at some of these other items, and this is just such a cute set. I was thinking about just making it simple, like maybe that, and she's a sticker here, but this one's bigger, so that's why I want to use that. And then, ooh, we have empowered women, empower women. I love that. We have queen. I was gonna put the queen one, but I like this. Okay, so let's glue her down kind of towards the bottom because I want her peeking out kind of where we had her. So as long as there's no glue right there. And empowered women empower women. I like that. I like it. And then I was thinking maybe I can pair that up with one of these other things. I know this says more yellow than I was going for and everything else here, but I think that's okay. And what if we had this on here somewhere like that? Sticking those two stickers together. And then we have this here. Loving it. That is so cute, you guys. And again, start from stash. Basically, everything that was in here is from stash. That's really awesome. Really fun. And you know, whenever I do things like this, like Happy Mail or even the swaps, I try to make it so that it's just a little something. You know, we don't need everything, and I know as paper crafters we already have a lot of things, right? So we want to share kind of some of our what we do, our little projects. The way I wanted to, you know, do the paper ruffles. Maybe next time I'll do more die cutting and things like that. and then just share a little something from this paper pack that the person can use to make, you know, other projects, cards, or whatever it is, and just have a little sampling of what this paper is about, you know? So that's the kind of thing, that's how I think about stuff. If you did want to include washi, of course you can make a washi sample. I mean, you can totally wrap this around like a cute little like spool die or just a regular bookmark die or whatever it is you want, and wrap some of that around there. Be very cute. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this came out. I think that is really fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, images coming up. I'll have links to anything that might be available, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.